I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video for Wednesday, the 6th of October. Blue sky, sunshine. The dry spell continues. This is the 9th consecutive day with no rain. It's going to roll along through the weekend. Maybe next week a few raindrops, a few. Now let's look at some of the Skycam shots. First off, from the campus of the University of Montevallo. I was just there this morning. Spoke to a group there. Had a wonderful time as always. Lovely campus in Shelby County. Up in Decatur, looking good. That's the Tennessee River under a blue sky. And down in Greenville, Alabama. Did you know the mayor of Greenville is a former first-grade classmate of mine? Dexter McClendon, W.O. Palmer Elementary School. Bright sunny weather down there in South Alabama in Butler County. There's the water vapor satellite shot. Tremendous lows in the aloft, one near San Francisco, one near Washington. Ridging in the middle. And temperatures here just right. Everybody in the 70s. Numbers range from 71 at Cullman to 78 in Tuscaloosa at 2 o'clock. Birmingham at 76. Look at lows this morning. We were pretty much the cold spot in the whole country. Had a couple of stations up there in the northwest corner of North Dakota around 34. But by golly, if you take some of the observer observations we had, like Grantley in Cleburne County at 30 this morning, I tell you what, I'm not so sure you'll find too many stations colder than that. A lot of 30s on the board this morning. That's an anomaly, and here's an anomaly. How about a tornado watch for a large chunk of Arizona and Utah? Those are nasty storms out there. Apparently had an EF1 tornado touchdown near Flagstaff, causing some pretty significant damage this morning. And there's a look at the radar, and a number of counties in Arizona are under tornado warnings as I do this update. Most of those warnings south and just west of, or just east of Flagstaff, as that big upper low is providing a huge amount of shear aloft out there, meeting rotating updrafts and tornadoes, something they don't deal with out there very often. Rain for the next 5 days. Zip, zero, zilch. This is valid through Monday morning of next week at 7 o'clock. That's a pretty funky-looking tropical depression there. That's TD-17. That is located in the Atlantic. And again, it is not a classic tropical system at all. And you could almost make the argument that it doesn't really need to be a depression. But on the other hand, I guess it is. It's a subtropical depression, if you will. And whatever you call it, it's not going to affect the United States. That thing will be moving northeast rapidly this weekend, headed toward the Azores. So no worries there. Let's check the GFS. This is the 12Z run at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock Thursday. The upper low that was over the northeast is lifting north away. The upper low out west is beginning to weaken. And down below that, our weather not changing much. We'll warm up a little bit. Our slow warm-up continues. We're expecting a high in the low 80s in most spots tomorrow. The NAM is showing 82, the GFS 84. Probably 82 is going to be closer to being right based on what we've seen this week. There's Friday, low to mid-80s for the weekend. We stayed dry. The GFS showing 86. That's probably close to being correct. The humidity stays low. And Sunday, again, mid-80s, sunny with a low in the 50s Sunday morning. No rain for anything outdoors this weekend around here. All right, Monday of next week, here comes a trough aloft. Southwest flow aloft, and down below that, some pretty decent lifting, but there's just not a lot of moisture to work with. But having said that, we'll go ahead and mention some risk of scattered showers, maybe late Monday night, and there's Tuesday. But obviously, it's not going to be a big rain event, not the kind of beneficial rain that you really need to break this long dry spell. So maybe a few spots getting wet early next week. There's Wednesday, we dry back out. Thursday of next week, look at the trough reforming over the east, and a new surge of cool air drops in here on Thursday. That'll drop highs maybe back in the upper 60s and lows getting down in the upper 30s and low 40s, much like recent days. 6 days later, October 20th, we've still got a mean trough over the east. Down below that, a cold front coming through, some evidence that maybe we'll get some rain with that. But remember, this is in voodoo land. We all know that. Then a couple of days later on the 22nd, new surge of cool air drops in here. Very cold up in the northeast, as their growing season will be definitely over by then. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you are local to us, We invite you to watch us on TV this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.